Mungo Watungi, Kunduta Pamacha Delengi, Witi Watan Pananan, Jakalaka, Watajan Yukajan Gilliam. To understand what the return of Mungo Watungi, meaning man, means to us, you need to understand our spirituality. My grandmother Alice Kelly was the matriarch of our family who instilled muddy law and advocating on local, national and international levels for the preservation of Aboriginal culture and heritage based on her principles of love, peace and harmony. There's two distinct occasions where I was able to draw on the influence and teachings of my grandmother that relate directly to both Mungo Man and woman, as Nan clearly articulated that our spiritual heritage instilled in Aboriginal people today flowed into us and through them just as every generation before. First occasion I was asked, how can I explain the dreamtime? By reflecting on what Nan and Muddy Elder and Pop, a Wamba Elder, and what Mungo means to me, I was able to say and write the following for the person who asked. This person was a member of the stolen generations who was finding his way home. I was able to say, we Aboriginal people are universal. Our dreaming doesn't separate heaven from earth, as we are connected to the universe and Mamurai, which is our word for God. So yes, we had a word for God. From the ground, our mother, to the trees, to the animals, to the skies, to the stars, to the sun and the moon. Our dreaming is as much as part of our life, not just death. It is always with us. When we dance through ceremony, we're the animals that we are representing in that dance. When we have ceremony, we're calling on our ancestors. They are there with us at that time. We are not disconnected through death at those moments. There's no past or future. Time stops. We are all as one at that time and place. We know our place in the universe, and it is constant, whether in life or death. We have the dreaming and Mamurai with us at all stages and at all times. We are born with connection to our ancestors for our blood. Our hearts beat the same, whether or not we are conscious of it. Our ancestors' spirit carries it and is connected to our spirits just as every generation before. Our blood and our spirit is our key, not the colour of our skin. So when we close our eyes, we imagine it. We feel it as our spirit comes into consciousness with our connection to our ancestors. No matter where we are, we will always have a connection to our country and our ancestors, as our ancestor spirit will never leave us. We trust it and we let it guide us. We are Aboriginal. On the second occasion, I was fortunate enough to have met the firekeeper for the American Indian Nation World Council of Elders. The firekeeper made the point his people referred to us Australian Aboriginals as the ancient ones. He further asked, and it was not a test, but he further asked how I thought our people are connected. I drew on my spiritual connection to my ancestors back to Mungo, as instilled by my grandparents, reflecting on what I felt Nan would say. I responded by saying, well, that's easy. We're connected by the trees via the land. I explained the trees are the antennas to the universe. They are deeply embedded into the earth, our mother, and they connect us to the universe by releasing energy through their roots out to the stars and all else. That's why we also feel our country so strongly beneath our feet. The same energy travels up through our body and releases through our heads and shoulders out into the universe, maintaining a constant spiritual connection to us and the dreaming. Let's imagine a single electrical extension cord representing the Mother Earth. It's stretched out straight, one end is Australia, the other America. It is plugged into the wall. Now let's imagine a pin in each end representing the trees. Each pin or tree will have the same electricity going through it at each end of the cord. That's how the trees connect us through Mother Earth. That is also why our oral history teachings are so powerful. We feel the words of our elders, as those words are accompanied and reinforced by our connection to country, instilled in us by our ancestor spirit, as was present in Mungo Watungi and all Aboriginal people thereafter, and continues on through all descendants of our ancestors. Nan described Mungo as the place where the breath of the greatest spirit is still alive and tangible today. That breath has been a lot shallower since Mungo Watungi left to do what he has done. He appeared to give us the voice so that the world would listen. Country always calls us home. It's time for Mungo Watungi to return home, find peace again, and return the breath of the greater spirit to its fullness. He has spoken for all Aboriginal people. The world has listened. He represents Aboriginal spirituality and gives a measure of how far back our dreaming goes, although our dreaming is still much older than that. It's time for him to rest in peace, and give further peace to our elders who have entered the dreaming, who had fought to the end for his return home. Words cannot describe what Mungo Watungi's return means to us. It is felt in the heart. It cannot be verbalised. I just hoped I have helped you understand from the perspective of an Aboriginal connected to country, ancestors and elders.